All right. Hello, hello, hello. I think we are live. Hello, hello. Welcome. Oh, yeah, we are live. Hello, and welcome to all my little cats and kittens to another Nate Iverson live stream. Always happy to have you guys here. And Light Buddy is working, by the way. There was some fear. There was a little apprehension, but we only had to go one stream without Light Buddy, and Light Buddy is back. And I was also trying to add Streamlabs CloudBot, but I don't know if that has worked. Yeah, we might not have. I don't even know how to test that. We'll just assume that we don't have CloudBot, but that is all right. Oh, we're going crazy on Light Buddy. You missed him. But today we are continuing the iDog project, lovingly known by our community as L-Dog. That is what I'm calling him from now on. Ben says, "My goat is alive. Welcome back, Light Buddy." I missed him too. I was scared not having my one gimmick. My one gimmick as a streamer. Is the music loud or is it pretty good? It feels a little bit loud to me, maybe. I'm gonna turn down the music just a touch. All right. Yeah, so we're working on the iDog project today. I did a little mining off stream, but not too much. You can see this is like the version we had from a couple streams ago with all the Lego Technic gears and the motor I didn't like. We threw all of this out in the last stream. We started a new file, and now we're working on this version. And I just made a little bit of progress off stream, but not too much. So for this stream, we're just continuing this guy here. We just have to finish off the box. Let me pull this into Microsoft Paint. It always helps me. Always helps me think. How's your day, Ben? You work today? So with this, I need to basically just build walls up like so, probably like so. When will this become a Balacho stream? Hi Chase, it's good to see you. I was happy to see you on FaceTime today. Chase Mayer showed up to my lovely girlfriend Ina Wong's place of work, and I got a little FaceTime call from Chase. Well, from Ina, who put Chase on the phone, and that was lovely. I don't think that this is going to be a Balacho stream tonight, but please don't click off. I need the engagement badly. I'm just kidding. I'm not that desperate. It was a fun, silly moment. Was the coffee good? I hope so. You're only allowed to say yes. Ina made a very good coffee. I am glad to hear it. Oh, also, by the way, on every other stream I've had, people have been bitching non-stop that the latency was too high. They would type in chat, and then it would take me like a full minute to like see it. Can you guys confirm, is the latency better between like you guys chatting and me seeing it? Does it seem a little better? Let me know. Also, sorry for saying you guys were bitching. That was kind of harsh. That was kind of harsh. It does seem better. That's good. I just had to click a button. I can't tell if it's better, but the latency is still there. Oh no. Oh no. Well, hopefully it's better. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways. Yeah, so we're pretty much just adding walls to this. like so. We need to add also a couple screw holes to connect to the top of the lid. So like a screw hole like here. We'll add like a cylinder kind of like that. We'll also add one, I guess, around like here. I say I guess, I know. Yeah, and that's more or less going to be the end of this piece. We also need to create the linkage between these two gears. So we're going to do that today, hopefully. And then all of these gears need holes for like the metal rod that they're going to spin on. So it'll be something like that. This is what we need to do today, and it seems not too hard. It should be pretty chill. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me today on a little bit of an inside day. I don't know, in elementary school, when I was in elementary school, during recess and lunch, every day would be either designated as an inside day or an outside day. But by default, it was an outside day, unless they told you it was an inside day for recess and lunch. And like, if it's like a nice sunny day, it's an outside day. If it's like a rainy day, it's an inside day. Inside day meaning like you don't get to go outside and get all like muddy and gross. You have to like stay inside during lunch, and like they'll have like puzzles for you and like little games. Maybe you can go to the computer lab and play Tux Racer on the computers, which was my go-to game. Yeah, and at least me personally, I was always hyped to get an inside day. I like going outside, I like playing tag, and I like running around, but like inside days were special, and they were precious to me. They were precious to me. Let me we're gonna get into a little bit of a story with you guys today. Chase says, I always got pissed when they wouldn't let me go to the computer lab on outside days. Yeah, you had to wait for an inside day. But there was one particular inside day. At my school, in my class, there was an incident. We had a substitute teacher that day. This was probably about 3rd grade. I was 8 years old. I was probably around 8 years old. This is me at 8 years old. And we had a substitute teacher. And it was a rainy day, so like on the intercom, on the PA, they announced like it's rainy as fuck today. It's gonna be an inside day. So it was gonna be an inside day, and I was hyped. I was jumping for joy. I was super hyped. But our substitute teacher, who by the way, our class was being perfectly behaved. We were being fine. And that is not like typical for substitute teachers, but honestly, like we were being completely fine. And this wasn't even a punishment, but for some reason, when the announcement came over that we're having an inside day and we're not going outside for lunch, the substitute teacher got pissed. He didn't like that idea. He was so angry at the idea of us little kids getting to stay inside for one day. Like he thought that we would get like it was like an issue of fitness for him. He was like, if these kids get to stay inside for lunch, they are gonna like, I don't know, they're gonna become unhealthy, they're gonna become lazy, I don't know. But he was like, yeah, you kids are not going outside. No, sorry. He said, you guys are not staying in this class. And so he didn't send us outside, and he sent us to the gym is what he did. And you would think like, okay, like this is a teacher who cares about us getting our physical activity in. Maybe he's taking us to the gym to go play like kickball. He didn't want to supervise y'all. No, here's the thing. He did supervise us. He brought us to the gym and he came with us. And he didn't want to like have us play a game. He didn't want us to have fun. He brought us to the gym and he was like, all right, start running laps. And we were like, huh? Like, well, I mean, at first this request wasn't so crazy because, you know, at the beginning of every gym class, usually you have to run laps. But he was like, start running laps. All right. And then we run a lap. And then it's like, all right, like lap is done. And all the kids like stopped running after their little lap because they're, you know, that's always been the end of it. It's like you run one lap and then it's like, all right, it's time to play our little game. But we do our lap. And he's like, yeah, I didn't say you guys were fucking done. We're like, huh? So he run 2 laps. It's not enough for him. 3 laps, not enough. It turns out what he wanted us to do, he wanted us to run laps for the entirety of lunch, which was like 30 minutes, which I know isn't like crazy long, but like still crazy, no? And like after like 10 minutes of this, like the kids start like, the kids start conspiring with one another. Like, we gotta get out of this. Like, this is not okay. We gotta get out of this. These are kids conspiring, by the way. And like kids started being like you would notice that there was like less kids running around. Like the numbers started dwindling because kids started being like, hey, like he can't get us in the fucking bathroom. If we go to the bathroom, he can't get us. So one by one, kids started going to the bathroom. And they even invited me, and they're like, hey, Nate, like, come with us to the bathroom. It's like the only way to get out of this torture. But I was too much of I was too straight edge. I was like, no, the authority figure told me to run laps, so that's the right thing to do. I'm going to keep running laps. You go to the bathroom. You guys are bad kids. I'm going to keep running laps. Even though I was pissed off too. And see, the girls got lucky because it was a male teacher, so they went to the bathroom and they were safe. But he noticed that the guys were going to the bathroom, and he went into the guys' bathrooms. Hey, like, get out of the fucking bathroom. You're gonna keep running laps. And I guess that's the end of the story. But screw this guy. Like, why did he do that? There was no reason for it. He was a bad man. I would have been happy. I would have been happy to run if we were playing a game. If we were playing a little kickball, a little dodgeball. Also, not that hard to set up a game of dodgeball with the kids. If he wanted us to stay active, he could have grabbed a couple of balls and been like, all right, start throwing them at each other. But no, he said run for 30 minutes. During the time that was supposed to be our break time. Bathroom cells getting mogged by lap chads. I guess I was a lap chad. Lap chads stay winning. I don't know what lesson I learned. I don't know what lesson he learned. I don't know if there was a lesson to be learned. I think the lesson I learned is just that there are bad people out there, and they'll make you run laps during lunch. And they'll come into the bathroom to get you. But we have a project to work on. So let's work on that, perhaps. I got myself all riled up. I relived that just now. Alright, so we have a project. We have to finish this gearbox. And I had to live stream it, or I wouldn't do it, because I need people to watch me, to keep me honest. Rebecca, let's go! Rebecca Spiegel in the chat. Good to see you. So we got to create some walls on this gearbox is what we have to do. That's what we have to do. And also, jokes on that teacher, because I've been having nothing but in days as an adult. I don't know if that means the joke's on him, but I don't know. I get to be in the computer lab every single day, and the computer lab is my room. So he lost and I won. I'm not bitter though. I'm not a bitter man. Let's create a sketch here. We'll project. And Rebecca, Light Buddy is working today, by the way. I don't think I got the sound bot working, but that'll be for another time. I sound bitter. That's not true. You're making stuff up. I think Ben sounds really crazy right now. And I think all of you guys should probably agree with that. Alright. Okay, we're gonna take this outer wall. And I guess we're gonna just like offset that. I think that makes sense. Does that make sense? Kind of makes sense. Offset it by, I think 2 millimeters is enough. Maybe 3 millimeters, 2 millimeters. Unknown command, gaslight. See, even Light Buddy thinks you're crazy, Ben. Rebecca says, next live, I'm going to take a tarot card from my deck to see the future of your iDog. I'm down for that. That sounds pretty fun. You're getting good at it. What was that really bad card you were talking about earlier today? The Ten of Swords? As long as iBuddy doesn't get the Ten of Swords, I'll be happy. I will be happy. Edit sketch. Chase says, Nate, I have to drive home from work. Well, you better keep watching. You better just take that risk. I can't let my engagement go down. I can't let the audience retention go down. You gotta keep chatting while driving. You just gotta find a way to make it work. You know, those pedestrians are less important than my analytics. Rebecca says, I got 10 of Swords for my past love life. Brutal. That is tough. At least not your future love life. I know that's what you said. I'm stealing your joke. Nah, is that a joke? It was kind of real. But yeah, at least your future love life is not the 10 of Swords. So you've got that going for you. Alright. Rectangle there. Rectangle there, sure. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's do a line there. A line here. And a line here, yes. I think this makes sense. Finish sketch. I think. I see. No, I have to edit that sketch once more. I'm just making walls. I'm just making walls for the gearbox. Nothing super exciting at the moment. But that's okay. It's all super exciting when I get to spend it with my friends. Rebecca says, if I knew how to drive, I'd do it while watching all your lives because I'm a good friend. That's what a good friend would do. Traffic lights are more like traffic suggestions, if you ask me. And you can quote me on that. You can clip that. It's okay because I don't drive. But if I did, I would be watching my own stream. Ben says, if I knew how to drive, I'd only do it while you're live. That's not true. Ben, you know how to drive. You know how to drive. You've driven me. What do you mean you don't know how to drive? This is very concerning news. I've been a passenger in your car, and you're telling me you don't know how to drive. Deadbeat Cinema. I'll text and drive so hard. No, not texting and driving. Texting and driving is bad. Chatting and driving is okay. That's what they tell me. If any officers of the law are watching, that was just a joke. A funny little joke. Oh, comedy's illegal now. I can't make jokes anymore. Typical. Alright. We're gonna... yep. We're gonna extrude down. Also, and you should have a drink of... You gotta have a drink if you're gonna watch this stream. No. Please do not chat and drive. My analytics can suffer a little bit. I don't mind. Also, Cobalt. I don't know if you're here. Last stream, Cobalt was asking if Fusion 360 has an extrude to face function, and I said I don't know. But now I do know. I can go over here to extend type, change it to object. I can click on a face, and it does that. So I have leveled up, which is very poggers. Very poggers, if you ask me. Yes, okay. This is kind of epic. Oh, Cobalt, you're here! Let's go! Happy to see ya. I just took a shot in the dark, but I was hoping you were watching. Alright. Alright, I think this is pretty... That was a lot faster than I thought it would be. But no, we've got more to do other than just making these walls. Cobalt, how are you doing today? What did you get up to? What's going on in the life of Cobalt? I am curious. We gotta add some screw holes. Jay says, I get stressed while driving, of course I'll drink. You know how it is. Anyways, we're gonna add some screw holes is what we're gonna do. Cobalt's been waiting for the next Nate stream, obviously. Many are saying this. It's I've been hearing from a lot of people that it's their purpose in life. It's what gets them through the day. Which you know, I get it. They are really good streams. It's not safe to be stressed and drive, says Ben. Shay says, yeah, people get in accidents when they're anxious. I'm scared that I'm joking too much. I do think drinking and driving is bad. If there's any doubt, if there's any doubters, Rebecca says, Chase, you might just well take a little nap while driving. You deserve it, King. Napping and driving is okay. Have you guys ever been inside? I am sweating. It's like I know all of the active chatters know I'm joking, but I'm scared about like some of the lurkers. Have any of you guys, speaking of napping and driving, have any of you guys ever been in a Waymo? It's the self-driving car. This is just a flex. I figure you guys probably haven't. In San Francisco. In San Francisco, they have like a really big fleet of self-driving cars operated by Google, like self-driving taxis, and they're really cool. I got to ride in one the last time I was in San Francisco last year for Open Sauce. And they're really cool. Like there's no one in the driver's seat at all. You're not even allowed to sit in the driver's seat. You just like sit in the back. You can fully like take a nap, just not pay attention, and it's like it's legal and it's safe. Ben says you've been in 12 Waymos. All right, that's a flex. Ben says, yeah, I've been 12, and I've been in 12 Waymos. Also, I've been 12. I mean, I've been 12. And mentally, I'm still there. Rebecca says, I haven't, but I had stress dreams where I'm inside a car that either drives by itself or I'm being forced to drive. And IDK how? Maybe it was a Waymo. Maybe it was a Waymo. Oh no, I'm making a mess on my desk. That's okay. That's alright. I can make a little bit of a mess. It's my stream. I can do what I want. I have to make screw holes is what I need to do. Well, maybe I should make the lid first. I'm indecisive. You know what? No. Here's what I'm gonna do. I know I was waffling back and forth. I'm gonna make the little linkage for these gears is what I'm gonna do, and maybe I'll also make the holes in these gears. Maybe I'll start with the holes. I will create a sketch on this gear. Why not? We will project include. We'll project all of the top gears here. Okay. And we want to put 2mm metal rods in all of these gears. So we probably want to have holes that are a little bit bigger than 2mm so that they can spin nicely. So here we'll do 2.2mm I think sounds fine. We'll do 2.2mm there. We'll also do 2.2 here. Steph, hello, let's go. We got Steph in chat. Steph, is this your first time in a Nate Iverson live stream? I can't remember if you were in the first. Either way, welcome. I'm very happy to see you. Chase says, I get stabbed a lot in mine. Chase, you get stabbed in a lot of your Waymos and in a lot of your dreams. Ben says, I drove my mom's car that has a feature that's supposed to keep you inside the lines, hit a slight curve, and it immediately stopped working. Yeah, yeah. Computers in cars are scary because, like, in theory, a computer can drive, like, 100 times better, 1,000 times better than a human. But, like, also computers can have, like, little bugs. And you definitely don't want your computer to have a bug when it's the one that's driving you like 100 kilometers an hour on the road. Something to think about. I'll also do a 2.2 millimeter hole here. Some of the gears need to be glued onto the rods, so I guess I'm wondering if maybe I should do a smaller amount of clearance than 2.2 for those. But I don't know. I think glue can probably fill the gaps. We'll probably just do 2.2 for all of them. Rebecca says, Nate, stress dreams, do you have any? Next project is an iDog that can drive. Yeah, I feel like my stress dreams, I don't think I've had a lot lately, which is good. I feel like I have two that, like, immediately come to mind. I think one of the big ones is, like, I'm really stressed about, like, getting fired from my job. So that one comes up from time to time, and that's a little scary. Especially because the visual effects industry is a little bit, it can, the VFX industry goes up and down, people get laid off, it's a little scary. So it's like, sometimes those dreams come, and that's scary. And the other one, which is weird because I am not an actor, I don't act, but I get, like, this dream sometimes where I'm at, like, a school play, or I'm it'll be like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before the school play, and I'm, like, in a lead role, and it's like, Nate, like, you're going on in 5 minutes, and I'm like, huh? Like, I don't know any of my lines. And that one is quite scary. It's just, like, this idea that, like, I was supposed to be preparing for this thing probably for months, and, like, I didn't prepare at all, and there's, like, a huge audience of people watching me, and that one scares me a lot. For certain, that scares me a lot. But yeah, it's kind of weird that it presents itself as, like, an acting dream, because I don't act. I was in a school play in elementary school and in middle school. I was in school plays. In the 6th grade, I played Santa Claus in the school play, which is kind of fun. And in the what's happening right now is like, it's like when you're, like, a student in class and, like, you don't want the teacher to teach, so you just, like, ask him about his divorce, so he talks about that for the next 30 minutes instead of math. This is what I'm doing, but talking about school play instead of doing CAD. But yeah, in, I think, the 7th grade or in 8th grade, I was in a Charlie Brown musical, and I played just one of the neighborhood kids, one of the, like, small parts with no lines. And the sad part, about that is, so I was in the Charlie Brown play. I learned years later that there was a Charlie Brown play group chat that everyone was in, including the extras, like, including the people who had no lines, including the kids that were younger than me and the kids that were older than me. They had a group chat that they all talked in, that I was not invited to, and I only learned about that, like, fully 4 or 5 years later, and that did sting. I cannot tell a lie. It did sting, and then I never acted again. Anyways, that's why we're doing STEM kid activities today. That is why that's why we're doing that. We got to, yeah, we're not gonna worry about that too much. Which body am I not trying to cut? Yeah, that one. All right, so we got some little holes for some of these gears, which is lovely. Now let's get the sketch back visible. Yeah, that's what I want. Let's get some of these gears hidden for a second. Let's hide some of these guys. Steph says, I listen to Nate while I clean my room. He is turning the gears in my productivity and my heart. That is so nice. That's exactly what I want to come out of a Nate Iverson stream. If you're able to be productive while watching me be productive, I think that is extremely poggers. Your gears! Yeah, yeah, your gears are gone. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I'm very antagonistic today. We are going to... We're going to take some of these. So we'll start with just these two, and we'll extrude them... Well, is that what I want? Yeah, this is what I want. Sure. I'm trying to think, do I want to extrude the holes all the way down through, or do I want to leave... Yeah, I think I can... Yeah, why not? Why not? I'll be bad. Let's extrude them all the way through. I'll just extrude these circles all the way through, and I think that will be fine. Yeah, we don't have orange. The original code did have orange, but like the light bulb, the light bulbs in my room, like if you tell them to go orange, they just look kind of yellow, and I just figured people would complain when they typed in orange and they saw the lights get really yellow. But you guys have like ochre, which actually looks pretty orange, so I don't know why orange looks yellow. I don't know. Don't worry about that. You can try typing in ochre. I think that's pretty orange. It is kind of crazy to not have orange but to have ochre, I do admit. Okay, we need yeah, we don't have magenta either. We've got pink, which looks pretty magenta. See, the interesting thing to me, the crazy thing to me, is that people get so creative with these colors when I have a list of all the colors you can use directly on the screen. I did try to make this as easy as possible for you, but still people have difficulty. But the stream just makes people want to be creative, and I can appreciate that. I did... you know, I appreciate that you guys want to be creative. Alright. Let's go! Steph finally changed the colors. Let's go. We gotta create the... Yeah, life with no cyan is not easy. I gotta create the linkage between these two gears. That's what I want to do. So we'll do this. I will project these two gears in. And we'll probably also laser cut this linkage. Project, include, project. That should be good. Steph says, Nate, next time you want to do something evil, I will change the light to green. Give us a heads up. Oh, I see. I see. A little green goblin moment. Or a little, yeah, I guess a little green goblin moment. Is that kind of what we're going for? I need to create a linkage. I'm going to first create a circle here, create a circle here. And I'll create, I guess, a line between these two centers, and then I guess I'll create a line perpendicular here. 2.2? No. It's like the nether in here. That's crazy. It is like the nether in here. Alright, another line perpendicular here, 1.1 millimeters. Lovely. And then we're going to do the same on this side. 1.1. And another one. 1.1. Or, sure, negative 1.1. Why not? What? Why is this line not doing what I want? Okay, that's fine. Cool. All right, and then here's what we're gonna do, chat. We are going to connect this line to this line. When is the Minecraft movie dropping? That is a good question. It certainly looks like one of the movies of all time. That's all I'll say about that. Maybe, am I able to? No, I'm gonna create. I'm gonna create an arc. I'm going to create an arc. Noah from the Bible be like, I'm going to create an arc. Like and follow for more biblical humor. We're gonna create an arc, a 3-point arc. Sure. Oh, why am I? Wait, how does a 3-point arc work? I guess a center point arc. Why not? Center point arc. Rebecca says, us being able to change the colors is like Prometheus giving fire to the people, and yet Prometheus got punished for it. Well, here's the thing. There's a fundamental problem in your language there. I'm not punishing you guys for changing the lights. I'm actually perfectly happy with you guys changing the lights. I'm punishing you guys for not choosing the list of colors that I've put directly on the screen, clear as day. That's what I'm punishing you guys for. It truly is crazy. It truly is crazy. I'm gonna make you guys run around the gym for an hour. That was a little inside joke to the start of the stream. If you know, you know. We're going to offset. Steph says, I would like to motion that we need party. What do you think the party command looks like? 100th live stream. We'll still be talking about that one. 100th live stream. We'll still talking. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke. 100th live stream. We'll still be talking about cyan. And then Ben says, I get that one. I think I made this linkage way too thick. I don't want that to be that thick. I want it to be a little thinner, I think. They change every second. I have thought about doing commands like that, where like they'll kind of like rapidly change colors. I thought it'd be fun to add like a siren one that goes like between blue and red, just because it would like really fry my eyeballs. I'll try it. I just didn't try because it seemed a little bit harder. But it doesn't seem that hard. I'll try to add party. That actually seems like a pretty fun command. Is that a dab emoji? He putting the linkage on Ozempic. Yeah, is 1 millimeter, maybe 1.5 millimeter. Is that a healthy 2 millimeters? Is 2 millimeters crazy? Yeah, 2 millimeters is crazy. We're gonna say 1.5. Yeah. 1? Was 1 good? No, 1. 1.25? Yeah, 1.25. How is everybody? I did not know there was a dab emoji. What is that? A volcano emoji? My chatters are so creative. The best chat on planet Earth. Alright. So we got this linkage. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is good. This is a nice linkage. Oh, finish sketch. Sure. My nose is runny. It's not a great sign. We're gonna laser cut this piece out of acrylic too. So if it's the same new body, if it's the same thickness as the other ones, that's 2 millimeters. I think that's fine. That seems reasonable. Whoa! Steven in chat, let's go! Steven, how are you doing? Yeah, Billy got me sick. That's a typical Billy Hansen moment. Ben says, if Billy shows up, we can scare him with one of these. Oh, the monkey emoji. What? Kunkel in chat? Let's go! This is crazy. This is such a pop in chat. Kunkel, how are you doing? What did you get up today? Yeah, well, what did you get up to today? What's going on? What's going on in the world of Kunkel? Oh, also, I absolutely did not need to... oh no. I did not need to make this hole. Let's just fill up that hole real quick. I think... Is this the one I didn't need? Kunkel says, I'm good, chillin'. I love to hear it. I quite frankly love to hear it. We need to extrude to object to here. Alright. Alright, we got rid of that hole. Did not need that hole. Now we're good. We're happy. Okay. So this is good. This might even be more structurally sound if I have the linkage kind of taper and be wider on this end than on this end. But I don't know if that's really necessary. On iDog, this end is wider. But do I need that? Google says, progress looking good. Let's go. Yeah, I think the progress is looking quite nice. Quite nice. And like for reference, look at how gross this one is. It's not that gross. But you know, this is some amateur shit. This is pro level. This is pro level cat. If I have ever seen it. So we have to... Do I want to make this side wider? Is that crazy? Maybe it's crazy. Is it crazy? Yeah, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll be bad. Maybe we'll make it. Maybe... Nah, you know what? Nah, we won't worry about it. We'll be bad. I gotta make that a fun color too. Every component I make has to be a fun little color. Because it makes me happy. Plastic, ABS, drag it on. What? Was I doing something evil? Wait, what did I do? What did I do that was evil? I'm just such a crazy guy that I don't even know when I'm being evil. Wait, what did I say that made you turn on the green goblin lights? I actually don't remember. The last like 2 minutes of my memory are completely erased. I guess I did say I'll be bad. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I meant that in like kind of like a like a naughty way. Not naughty. Yeah. We won't worry about that. Thank you for changing the lights. Thank you for taking that cue. Sure, a nice little blue linkage. I think that is okay. And one thing that we see, teal, pretty much cyan. No, pretty much cyan. Pretty much the same color as cyan, if you ask me. A problem with this old design here that cobalt helped me realize. I mentioned it. I've mentioned it a couple times now, but I'll mention it again. The gear will like. I want the gear to come here, stop, and then like mesh with this, but that's not what happens in this design. It would just keep on moving and miss it. So we need to create little bumper walls for this linkage that will physically stop it and force this gear to mesh with this gear. So that's something we need to do on this design. Steph says, is Ina gonna grace us with a dance today? I don't think so. She is out and about. She is doing Ina things. And she probably will be out until after I'm done the stream today. But you know, if she comes home, I certainly hope she does grace us all with a dance. Nate breaks bad live on stream. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right, so we need to. I mean, we need to create the I am not going to dance for you. I'll tell you that right now. That you get a dance when Ina shows up to stream. You do not get a dance when I am on stream. I will tell you, though, this is something that is true. I do kind of want to take dance classes. Just because I find, like, I want to push myself as a person. And I feel like my whole life, pretty much, like, I don't know, always felt a little uncomfortable in my own skin. It's just like whenever I think about like moving my body, it's like, I don't know, it just feels a little weird. It doesn't feel natural. and it never has. I don't know. That sounds really sad. But I feel like doing like dance classes and learning how to dance is like something that's like way out of my comfort zone, which means that's probably also something that I think I would gain a lot from. And maybe like comfort with my body, confidence in my body. That is also part of why I'm going to the gym. But yeah, I don't know. I've considered taking dance classes. I think it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, thanks guys. That's quite nice. Oh, Chase is back. He's dabbing and driving. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So what we need to do here, we need to create a lid for this box, and on the lid of the box, it's also going to have these little bumper walls for this linkage. So why not, I guess create a sketch here on this top wall probably makes sense to do. I guess we should probably, I guess we'll even extrude that top wall a little taller just to hit the top of that motor. Yeah, we'll extrude that a little bit up. A little bit up. That is what we'll do. Maybe I can even extrude to object, extrude it to the top of that linkage. And that might be lovely, I think. The motor does stick out a little bit. I think that's fine. Because like we'll leave a gap for it in the lid. Yeah, let's just start making the lid. We'll see how it starts coming together. We'll create a sketch here. We will project. Yes, project. We just need to protect. Well, we just need to project this face. I think. Project that. Cool. Locked TF in. I hope you're home, Chase. I hope you're not still on the road. But if you are, thanks for giving me engagement. Rebecca says it doesn't look like a bear anymore. That is so sad. I mean, kind of. It looks pretty much just as much like a bear as it did before, maybe? Alright, we're busting out Microsoft Paint. Anything to get out of doing CAD for a minute. Okay. It looks a little bear-like. Zoom in. You know? Still got the nose, kind of... Yeah, that's a... I guess like it's a koala. Chase says, I am home, I'm defrosting chicken. Can you make an iDog that defrosts my chicken faster? We'll put that in the idea box. We'll put a pin, we'll put a little pin in that one, I think. Rebecca says no bear ears, but I'll take it. Did the old design have bear ears? I think the bear ears were always... Oh, well, I guess the old design had one bear ear. Yeah, alright. I'll give you that. It looked a bit more bear-like before. But, you know, we are going to be adding that screw post back into this design. So it's going to be, you know, maybe it's going to inch a little closer to bear. I need to pee. Stuttering on the word pee. I need to pee. B, I need to blow my nose because the runny nose is getting a little crazy. So I'm gonna leave you guys for a minute. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna lock in. We are going to lock in. But it is pee time right now. Chat amongst yourselves. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Come back to the piss yellow lights. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, a lot of activity in chat. Holy crap, there's a piss option, says Chase. This is Billy's fault. We don't have orange, but we have piss light. I do love drinking liquids. This is true. He forced Nate to drink water. So evil of him. All right. I hope Nate is having a good pee. I did have a good pee. Thank you for that. But it is now done. It is time to get back to it. All right. So we are going to create our lid for our gearbox. This is what we're going to do. Oh, sorry about the burp. Chase asks, how was your pee, Nate? Pretty good. Length about average. Runtime about average. Color pretty average. I was pretty hydrated today. Not too yellow. Not like super clear. Yeah, washing hands also went well. Yeah, overall a pretty good pee, if you ask me. We're gonna create a lid here. Okay, we're gonna create a lid. The lid. What's going on in this lid? What is going on in this lid? The lid doesn't need too much going on. I'm trying to. Just looking at my reference here. Right. Did I have fun? Honestly, for me, I guess I've been having less fun with my pee sessions lately. I've had so many now throughout my life that I don't get a lot of fun out of it. I don't get a big dopamine hit. But it's not a bad thing. It's perfectly fine. You know, I've got a job to do and I get it done. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't hit the same as it used to. Rebecca says, all right, Nate, just for my sanity, what stage are we on the iDog? What's the percentage of the progress? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Like 10%, maybe less. 10%. We'll say 10%. Sure, 10% done. Billy says, who is going to tell me about this? About A, about the Nate Iverson stream, or B, that Nate Iverson doesn't find peeing that fun anymore? I have to create this lid. I have to work. All right, we're going to extrude this up. Sure. We're going to extrude it up, and then what? Then what are we doing? The lid. We probably actually don't even. You know what? I'm gonna undo that sketch. We're gonna delete this sketch. The Nate Iverson stream. Yeah, Rebecca broke me for a second. I cannot lie. Yeah, we've got a ton of work to do on iDog's still. I will say though that if we're just talking like mechanically, the gearbox is probably the hardest part. Well, I don't know if that's true. I don't think there's any part harder than this. So I think if we can do this, we are capable of doing the whole thing. There are going to be parts that are about as hard as this, but nothing is going to be harder, probably. And then on the software side, we won't talk about the software side. We can certainly get this done, but yeah, we got a lot to go. Rebecca says, "Alrighty, that means we'll have lots of live streams." That's true. That means you'll be watching Nate Iverson live streams for the rest of your life, probably. Billy says, "For those of you wondering, my Balatro run is fucked." Oh man, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry to hear it, brother. I think No. Okay, we'll extrude it. We'll extrude the bottom just to the top of that gear, maybe? Yeah. What? Ben has a loading circle emoji. Alright, I'm going to create a sketch here is what I'm going to do. We're going to project, include, yes. Project that. Yes. We're going to... Yeah, we'll just project that as it is, sure. I guess I probably didn't even need to do this sketch, to be honest. That's fine. I'm going to extrude this up. We're going to make this a new body. Rebecca is asking an excellent question. What is Higgs? What does Higgs represent? What does Higgs stand for? Yeah. So the chat is just going to ask every version of what middle name Billy has. Billy, is your middle name Nate? I forgot. Please help. Okay. So we're going to create this. We gotta... Well... let's... What are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. Whoa! Billy says his middle name is Nate. That's not true. I know Billy's middle name, and I know it's not that. I know he's trolling. Billy's trolling in chat. This is a no trolling chat zone. Let me duplicate this a couple times. I'm gonna copy. I'm going to paste. Yes, I'm going to do that. And then what I would like to do, yeah, let's change the pivot point to be right here in the center of this linkage. Billy's being a little joker. He's trolling. Trying to turn the lights cyan. I don't think so, bucko. Not today. Not today. Ben says, I'm going to finish this iDog or my middle name isn't Nate Iverson. Many are saying this. How? Can you stay here, please? Pivot? Are you going to stay? I need you to stay. Okay. I'm tripping. Where did everything go? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. That did not work the way I wanted to. Let's try that once more, please. Pivot point. Please. Please just be the pivot right there. That is all I want. Okay. Cool. That's what I wanted. Pivot? Is that a Friends reference? You know it is. I actually really like Friends. Alright. So we're going to take that. I'm just creating... Right now what I'm doing, I'm just creating like reference points. Or reference... I don't know, reference bodies, because we want this linkage to be able to move 15 degrees up and rotate 15 degrees down. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to copy it twice, rotate it up once, rotate it down once, and then we're going to create little bumpers here and here to physically stop this linkage, to physically stop it, physically constrain it to that 30 degrees of rotation. Alright, let's do this again. We're going to copy. I guess I don't have to copy again. That's fine. We're gonna paste. Steph says Billy's middle name is Archer, like the Taylor Swift song. I actually did not know that Tay-Tay had a song called Archer. Yeah, it's kind of messed up that Steph is doxing Higgs. That's something that I would never do, by the way. I would never do something like that. That's terrible. Alright, and then 15 degrees down. Yes. Okay, that is what I want. And then we will, yeah, we'll create a sketch here. Yes. Creating a sketch here, I'm going to project these two reference linkages into the sketch. That'll be lovely. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, and I'm going to create a line here. And the linkage, how thick do we want it to be? Whoa! Steph just subscribed to the channel! Let's go! This is a good time to remind you, if you guys are enjoying what you're watching, give me a little subscribe, just like Steph just did. Thank you very much for the subscribe, Steph. Billy says, pop my balloon and drop my ice cream, tear the propeller off my hat. Both Ben and Billy ask, Nate, do you have a Costco card? I personally don't. I think Ina shares one. Actually, it might be against Costco's terms of service. I have access to a Costco card. Let's not go further than that. I've got access to Costco. Yeah, don't alert Costco to my antics. Yeah, 2mm I think is good for this, just based on vibes. Why not? 90. What? No. Am I crazy? Okay, yeah. 2mm, that's what I want. What's got y'all thinking about Costco? What brought this on? Bro doesn't pay for his Costco card. Listen, it's not because I'm poor. I'm actually one of the richest guys there are. But that's not what I want. That's gross. I want, yeah, perpendicular. That's lovely. Yeah, Costco's just on the brain. That makes sense. I am a big fan of the Costco guys. Big Justice and AJ and the Rizzler. The Rizzler might just be my favorite. Guys, was it not? It was so messed up when Big Justice doxed the Rizzler's real name. That was so fucked up. Alright, we're finishing the sketch. I'm going to take this. We're going to... Oh. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. I have to go in a little closer. How many big booms do the Costco guys get? The Costco guys get 5 big booms. Boom. 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 I do acknowledge those are kind of small booms. I'm trying to not get evicted. But in spirit, they get 5 big booms for sure. Chase says, I don't care for some of the side characters in the Costco lore. We could have come up with a better name for her than the mother of Big Justice. That's all I'm saying. Turquoise. Oh, you thought you could get past by my wrath by typing in turquoise instead of cyan? That is so messed up. I'm never adding cyan. B, I'm never adding turquoise. You guys get teal, which is basically the same. You're gonna be happy with it. I appreciate you guys are trying to be creative. Black. Tell me, what does a black light look? Well, okay, I acknowledge that black lights exist. I get that's the colloquial term for ultraviolet, but yeah, no black lights on this stream. Let us turn off the lights. That might be fun. That would get annoying so quick though. But I'm sure it would be fun for you guys. Let's extrude this up. New body. Extrude it up to objects. We'll extrude it up here. Alright, we got that. Oh, is this actually... Oh. Oh, that's unsatisfying. Let's try that again. Edit feature. Just a little, tiny little sliver. Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a lot going on in the chat right now. We want the off command. We want the kill mode command. The off and on 10% party. Hig says, I thought ceremonial dagger can kill eternal jokers. It cannot. That is so sad. Chat, if you have any tips for Billy's Balatro run, please drop them. The boy needs help. The boy simply needs help. The lid probably doesn't need anything, doesn't need much else other than what I've got here. I can probably just close the thing off at this point. I don't see why not. I think, should it even be a little bit taller, or is this fine? I think it's probably fine. What do we think? What do we think? Yeah. Yeah, I think... Yeah, well, we'll try just covering this lid up and hope that we don't face any consequences for it after. So, yeah, new sketch. We'll project this top face, project, and then we'll just create a little line from here to here, and that's probably everything we need for our lid. We'll just take all of this and I will extrude it up. How many millimeters do we think? 2? 3? Yeah, 3 millimeters, why not? Cool. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Yeah, we've got something here. We've got something for sure. Cool. Let's what body is this? Yeah, cool. Motor mount. Yeah, that's a good point. In the real iDog one, the motor is kind of friction fit in, which is kind of, I guess, what I'm hoping will work here as well. I could probably stand to have, I guess I could probably stand to have some like extra walls for the motor, like here, here, here. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea. Sure. Let's create the sketch. Alright. Project. Let me think. I guess. Let me think. Millimeter, 2 millimeters. 3 millimeters? Guess we can also project the motor in. I'll take this. We'll go 1.5 millimeters up. And then here we will 2 millimeters by 1 millimeter by 2 millimeters by 1 millimeter. Yeah, 1 millimeter, sure. And then I'll do the same thing here. All right, we'll go 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters by 1 millimeter here. Yeah, we'll create some. Yeah, we'll create little stoppers here. I guess maybe we should actually 5 millimeters, good. 6. And maybe we will also make them thicker this way. Yeah, that's cool. And then I can do the same here. What I might do on this other side, I might... Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Control Z. I'll make a sketch here, and I'll also project that motor. Project motor. And then here, what I want. What I'll do, I'll go in here. Billy asks, Nate, do you need the shower before Steph? Billy, who is not my roommate, who is showering in a completely different house than me. No, it's okay. You and Steph can shower without me. That is okay. Billy says, I beat Auntie 8 with this scuffed piece of shit. IDK, how? Let's go! Rebecca says, Iverson, do you have any predictions for 2025? I forgot to ask last time. And then Chase says, God gives his most scuffed runs to his strongest Balatro players. Predictions for 2025. I mean, A, I project that I'm going to get super jacked. B, I predict that iDog is going to get finished in, we'll say, before the end of... what's a good deadline? Before the end of... It's March? Crazy? Yeah, we're going to get iDog done before the end of March. iDog is going to be done Q1 2025. That's what I predict. I don't know if I have any other fun, exciting predictions. I predict Bernie Sanders will win the U.S. election. I'm just kidding. I'm going to... Oh, I became a little British for a second there. Let's see, 1.5 millimeters in. Take this. Let's see. We will... I'm just making some walls here to keep the motor in place. That's all I'm up to right now. How far down? I can make that, yeah, 3 millimeters down by 2 millimeters across. Wait. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Oh, never mind. Let's try that again. Let's make that 3 millimeters down. Actually, let's try that again. Instead of doing that there, let's instead only make this 1 millimeter over. Yeah, I think that's better. And then we'll make this 2 millimeters thick. Do something like that. Is that crazy? Let's extrude it and see if that is crazy. No, I think this makes sense. I guess I can make it there's no reason to make it that short. I can make that go like all the way down probably. Yeah, okay. I will... Yeah, there's no reason to not make that go all the way down. So I'll make that go all the way down. Martin, let's go! We got Martin in the chat. How are you doing, Martin? What's going on? What's going on in Martin's world? See, another good chatter. Another chatter who selects one of the options that I gave you instead of trying to be creative. Alright. We're going to drag this all the way down. I think that should be cool. Now let's try this. Let's try this. Martin says, doing great. Just had some delish pizza. Let's go. It's a pizza night in the Martin household. We love to see it. Oh! Shit, I made that, let me see, a little too far over. Well, let's edit that sketch. Let's edit that sketch a little bit. I guess what I should do, perhaps, is project. Real talk, what actually is the beef with Cyan? It's just a bit that, that has run away from me. Brian Chan says, I dog, more like I slob. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know about all that. But Brian, good to see you. Always happy to have you in the chat. Always happy to have you in the chat. I slob. Chat, can I get a pulse on this? Do we like I slob? Don't ban me, okay? I don't know. It might happen. It just might happen to you. Sleep with one eye open. Okay. We're projecting that in. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Yes, definitely too far. 0.5 millimeters. Do I even... I guess why even offset it? Just make it 0. Yeah, there's not really any reason to offset it. I'll take this. I'll make this line. No, not perpendicular. I want to be collinear to this line. No, sorry, I want this line collinear. This line. I can't do that. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna start deleting. I'm just deleting all this. This got a little crazy. Delete, delete, delete. All right, let's start fresh. Not the eye slob. Yeah, that's a little crazy. I don't know if any of you chatters know this about me. Maybe some of you guys do. I was talking about my life in elementary school earlier. I don't know if I ever let many of you know this. In elementary school, I was in a... I don't know to say competitive. It wasn't competitive. I was in a like a choreographed, synchronized jump rope team. In like, how old was I? Like 5th grade, 4th grade? I was in this team, and we would all jump rope. like we would practice and we'd rehearse, and it was like this whole routine. It was like half an hour long, and we would go like from school to school, on like school days, on days where like I should have been doing schoolwork. I would go to schools and like. We would do our little choreographed jump rope in front of everybody, which was a lot of fun. I got to skip a lot of school. I got to eat a lot of pizza, which was lovely. And I think like the reason that we had this jump rope team at all, it was like we were associated with like I think like the Heart and Stroke Foundation, like a heart health association. Maybe sponsored this jump rope team. It was pretty fun. Nate, remember when you rapped that song word for word at the Halloween party? Brian is trolling in chat. Don't worry about that. How far away did you go? Did your family ever record any of this? I feel like it was all like elementary schools just in the Fraser Valley probably. So like, I can't imagine we went much further than that, like Chilliwack and Abbotsford. And there probably are recordings of this. You know, I was pretty young at the time. I was not the most experienced jump roper, but my sister Donna was nuts at jumping rope. She was the jump rope expert. Jump rope for heart. Yeah. That's it. And our team, our group, our specific team was called the Boppin' Hoppers. The Boppin' Hoppers. That was something else. Okay, Brian does not know lore that you don't. Brian is making things up. Trying to get me canceled on stream. Anyways, back to business. I forgot what I was doing. I did not rap Not Like Us word for word. Brian, wait. Brian can take a timeout. Brian's taking a timeout. How do I give him a timeout? Yeah, you get a timeout. Brian gets 5 minutes off. Oh, wait, I just gave Ben a timeout by accident. Oh no. Wait, how do I gave him the wrong person a timeout. Oh no. Brian gets a timeout. Ben, I'm so sorry I gave you a timeout. I don't think I have any way to get Ben out of the timeout until the 5 minutes are up. Yeah, Ben, all I can say is my bad. All I can say is my bad on that one. I'll find a way to make it up to you, Ben. The chat, I was on Brian, and then the chat like bumped up. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I also did not realize it would delete like all of your messages going up. We learned something today. We learned something about the YouTube moderation system. My bad. My bad on that one. I won't do that to you guys again, probably. Anyways. Oh, no. I made a martyr out of one of my chatters. It's never good. It's never a good thing. Anyways. Let's... I forgot what I was doing. Oh my lord. This stream is going off the rails. This is going absolutely off the rails. Okay, we have to lock in. We have to lock in. I have work to do. I'm gonna do the work. We were making a mount. We were making a mount for the motor. Nate, my third roommate has a crush on you. What the hell did you do? Are you not saying his name? Are we not allowed to dox him? That's cute. Are you watching this like as a household? That's very sweet. This is the Nate content I wanted when I clicked the link. Let's go. I do feel really... I mean, it was only a 5-minute timeout. Ben, you know what? No, Ben deserved a 5-minute timeout anyways. All 3 roommates are separately watching. Let's go. I apologize for being stun locked for the last 5 minutes. I have to do CAD. I have to do CAD. We're locking in. We're focusing. We're doing the CAD. I have to make little walls to hold the motor in place. That is what we are doing. Hashtag Ben did nothing wrong. Yeah, my bad, Ben. My bad. Okay, so it's such a simple thing I'm trying to do. We are going to take this up. We are going to take this... Also, when does this turn into a Fortnite stream featuring Ben and Billy? I'm going to promise you right now that, well, Yeah, I think I'm going to promise you right now, this is never going to be a Fortnite stream. This is a science and technology channel, guys. I don't think you guys appreciate that. This is a science and technology channel. We do real science here. We do real engineering. We do real work here, you know. And Fortnite just isn't gonna happen, probably. Billy says, okay, when are you getting off stream to play Fortnite with Ben and Billy? Yeah, that can happen pretty soon. That can happen. I mean, I don't know if it'll happen tonight. I kind of have to do some overtime at work too, to be honest. So I'll probably be doing this and then going straight back to doing my work. That's probably what's going to happen. But we'll play Fortnite soon. Science and technology channel. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. I like that, Cobalt. You're a funny man. Or woman. I guess I don't know. That's just my bias showing. Alright, we are going to also 1.5, no, 2 millimeters. And we are going to drag this down. 90. Yes. I want to... Oh. I guess I'm making mistakes left and right. This is crazy. Okay, I'm going to delete this line. I also need to project. I need to project this in. Brian is gearing up for another 5-minute timeout. This is crazy. But this also means that Ben is out of timeout. Unless he just left the stream, which is pretty valid too. Yeah, Ben, I'm sorry about that one. That was my bad. Truly, that was my bad. Ben says, oh, no. First they came for Cyan, and I said nothing, for I was not Cyan. And then they came for Light Buddy, and I said nothing, for I was not a buddy. And now they timed me out, and there was no one left to speak up. I will say, first of all, Ben, that is fully misinformation. They came for Cyan, and you did not say nothing. And then they came for Light Buddy, and you also did not say nothing. Brian says, I'm gearing up to be moderator. That would be such a scary idea, letting Brian moderate my chat. Brian, you're the person that I need to moderate against. But I'm happy to have you here. Always happy to have you. Okay, let's hide this motor for 1 second. Oh my god. I can't even look. I can't even look at Brian's messages. This is crazy. This is crazy. Alright, we are going... And then... Wait, if I look at the chat, if I look up... Yeah, all of Ben's messages earlier in chat are permanently deleted, hey? That's tough. That's tough to be Ben. That's tough to be Ben. Okay, we are doing real science and technology, people. We are in the science and technology category. We are here. We are here to do science and technology things. You know, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. We are. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Ben, you do not want to team up with Brian. I promise you that. All right. We are extruding. We are extruding. We're going to extrude. Sure. We're going to extrude to object. Yes. Extrude to object. This right here. Yes, that's good. Cool. And then maybe I'll back off just like a little bit. Back off like 0.25. Yeah. Okay. The crazy thing is I kind of need to pee again. But maybe I can hold it. Yeah, like I said earlier, peeing just isn't as fun as it used to be. No, I think I can. we're gonna do a. I don't know what we're gonna do. We gotta do science and tech. We gotta keep doing our science and tech grind. Okay, so we have. This looks pretty good. I think the motor here is pretty well. Actually, no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna maybe we'll also create a wall going kind of from this side. Brian says you should make a motorized septum piercing. That's fire. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Give it just a few more streams and we'll start band speed runs. No, please do not start band speed runs in my chat. This is not the direction I want things to go. I think I can just do, you know, why not? Why not? Why not do that? This is getting kind of messy on this side. I cannot tell a lie. I guess I'll extrude this. I can extrude that up to object. Extrude that up to like here. It's probably fine. Yes. And then I'll also extrude this up to object. What's this little sliver? We're gonna extrude that too. We're gonna extrude that too. Am I tripping? Wait. What is this sliver? Or wait. I guess I can extrude this actually to here. Pig says, who wants to talk politics in the STEM chat? No! Please. Please don't make me create rules. Oh, this is not what I want. Alright. Let's also, while we're at it, while we're being crazy, we're going to create a sketch here. I'm going to create a line from here to here. And I'm also going to create a line from... Actually, is that fine? So Nate's stance on anarchism. Kick off this debate strong. My opinion my opinion on anarchy is that it's not a science and technology topic. I'm sorry, I missed the Ben message where he said my sliver. Sorry about your sliver, Ben. What am I trying to cook here? What am I trying to cook? Am I stupid? What was my favorite science topic in school? What a nice topic. What a nice advertiser-friendly topic. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. What is the answer to that? Why did my brain just go blank? I feel like I kind of didn't love a lot of the sciences. Physics is probably the one that I would have enjoyed the most, but I was a really bad student in physics class. Yeah, I'm really sorry to my physics teacher in high school. I was a pretty bad student. I didn't pay attention. But now I think physics is pretty cool. Biology, I mean, I think all the sciences are interesting. I didn't enjoy like a lot of the science classes. But I think a lot of the topics are pretty cool. I really enjoyed math classes, which isn't science, but it kind of falls under the STEM umbrella. Higgs says, started thinking about the shareholders and couldn't think of anything. That's true. I'm always thinking about the shareholders. Always thinking about the shareholders. Um, Higgs says GW's chem teacher wasn't keen on teaching. I've heard this from many people, actually, but I never had him. I never took chemistry in high school, so I can't comment on that. But heard that from quite a few people. Steph says, was Higgs in my science classes? No, he was not. We just had a film class together, and that's a... we won't talk about a film class. Rebecca says, were you the type of jerk that was a bad student but still had good grades? Yeah, I was. There were classes that I did genuinely try hard in, and there was other classes where I just didn't. And physics was one of them. Yeah, I kind of want to just like retake high school physics. I don't know, because I think that stuff is pretty interesting, and I also think I would be good at physics if I actually gave it an honest try. What happened in film class? Film class is where I met Higgs. I'll say I wasn't a very good student in that class either. And I wish I was a better student in that class. That's all I'll say. I feel bad. I think I could have done a lot better work in that class. That's all I'll say. Yeah, but I did meet Billy. And that was a high point of the class, for sure. Alright, cool. Yeah, me and Billy made a documentary together. That was pretty cool. We met a psychic. We met a psychic medium. Yeah, we met like a psychic medium, and we did a documentary on her. That was actually a really cool. I'll talk about that part. That part was cool. We all shared a unified vision. Yeah, me and Billy had some creative differences on the documentary, but that's still a good memory for me, though. We met a psychic medium. We interviewed her. It was a good time. I guess it's not much of a story, but that was cool. Steph, I told Rebecca to say hi for me a while ago. Did she? I can probably just do that. Yeah, I remember, where's the doc? Watch party. Maybe another day I'll show you the doc. Perhaps another day. I am gonna... What am I doing? Let's see. I also want to... I guess we'll create a sketch here. I'll project include this. Sure, it's fine. I'll take this, and I can probably... I mean, well, I don't know. This side of the gearbox is honestly getting a little bit messy, but it is what it is. It'll be fine, I think. I think that's fine, like that. And then also here, this is also messy. Messy. I'll extrude that. What is my game plan here? Steph says, Nate Iverson, what's your hair care routine? I go in the shower and I shampoo every couple days. That's kind of the extent of it. And then I use like different products to style it. I use some sea salt spray to keep it a little wavy. Sometimes I use some Kevin Murphy Rough Rider to give it a little bit of shape, and hairspray to keep it in shape. But mostly my hair doesn't really ever do what I want it to. So I'm probably not the... You know, I'm not a hair advice guru per se. What am I trying to cook up here? I'm trying to cook up... I just want the side of the gearbox to look prettier is what I want. Create arc. Why am I struggling so much? Create a circle, maybe? A 3-point circle? What's the most overhyped science field? Wait, Billy, what? Sorry, Martin, I'm gonna come back to you. It says, wait, you stole my damn hair product too? What? That's pure coincidence, I'll tell you that. You use the Kevin Murphy stuff, or what? You use the sea salt spray? The most overhyped science field. I'll say... I mean, I don't think any science field is... Well... I think all fields of science are important. You use the Kevin Murphy stuff. Do you use the Rough Rider, or do you use something else? I think all fields of science are pretty important. I guess at any given time, like maybe like special attention is given to one more than the others. Adam, let's go! We got Adam in chat! Happy to see you, Adam. Happy to see you. What have you been up to today? Yeah, I wouldn't want to say that any field of science is too overhyped. I think there's like a lot of... Yeah, I don't know. It's all important. I think it's all important. You use Freehold. That's, I guess it's less powerful than Rough Rider. Maybe I gotta try that now. I gotta try the Freehold. Yeah, I gotta give you a neutral answer on that one. I gotta sit on the fence. Adam says, I've been meaning to tune into one of these to say, hey, it's good to see you. Billy says, AI isn't too overhyped right now. AI maybe is overhyped, but I think like it is also like... I think maybe AI is overhyped, but it's also like pretty important. Like, I think like there's like a lot of people who are like generating hype and creating like an AI hype train where it's like there's a lot of people doing too much for AI. I agree, but yeah, I think AI is still like it's like a good field of science, even though there's some problems with it, and particularly some like environmental concerns that I hope get dealt with regarding AI. But yeah, maybe AI is overhyped, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's got a big part to play in our future. But there's also like a lot of like bullshit happening with AI, and like there's I don't know. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad with AI. A lot of good and a lot of bad. Like I really don't like when I go on like a web page. I really don't like when I'm on like Google Images and all of those images are AI generated. I really don't like when I look up an article for something I want to know, and I don't like when that text is all AI generated. Yeah, I don't like that it's like flooding the internet with like a bunch of garbage stuff. But I also like, I don't know. I'm a ChatGPT boy, and I really like ChatGPT. I find it quite helpful. Yeah, but lots of bad stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Steph says, Nate Iverson, what's your favorite gear? I like the classic worm gear. I like a good worm gear. I think it is a lot of fun. What's my favorite Metal Gear? Metal Gear, like, I was about to start like talking about like still more like gears, mechanical gears. Metal Gear. I've not played a lot of Metal Gear. I played the first like 2 hours of Metal Gear Solid 5 and maybe the first couple hours also of Metal Gear Solid 1. And I mean, they both seem like really good games. I just need to play them. Sorry about the burps. Adam says, are you still a VFX boy? I sure am. I sure am still a VFX boy. Yeah, my most recent hit, I won't go into it too much. My most recent hit, though, was Kraven the Hunter I worked on. And my friend saw it and says I'm in the credits, which is cool. Yeah, still doing VFX, still liking VFX. Adam, are you still in VFX? What are you up to? All right. Yeah, I don't know if I won't get into it. Bevel gear is better than worm gear. State your case, Cobalt. I want to know. I want to know why we like bevel gear. I guess bevel gears are the ones that can go like around corners, right? Like you can mesh them like 90 degrees. That is pretty cool. I can't lie. Still lighting in comp artist. Martin says, is this the Adam? Dadam. Wait, Martin, do you know Adam? Do you guys know each other? Or are you just like really excited to have someone new in chat? That's fine too. Any comments on the rising star in the VFX industry, Nater Iverson? I will tell you guys about that. My name is often misspelled. But usually, if people are going to spell my name wrong, they will spell it like so. Normally, this is what will happen. I'll tell them that my name is... Nate Iverson. And then they'll go, and on their end, they'll type it in as... They'll type it as Nate Iverson with an N. And that's frustrating sometimes. And in one of like the movies I worked on recently, they credited me and they spelled my name wrong. But they didn't spell it. They didn't get the normal mistake. They didn't make the normal mistake. Instead, they called me Nater Iverson. Which is crazy to me. Like, presumably my company just gives the other company a list of names, and presumably they could just like select it all and like Control C, Control V. I don't know why it wasn't a copy and paste operation. This wasn't on Kraven, by the way. I won't say what movie this was on. This is, but yeah, I don't know. I got credited as Nater Iverson, and that was a little sad. It's a little sad too, especially because like in a lot of times you don't get credits at all. So it's like it's kind of rare that you get. Well, I don't know. It's just like it's always exciting to like see that you got a credit, and it's a little cringe when when it's Nater Iverson, but it's a little funny. I think it's a little funny. Rebecca says, "All right." Rebecca says, all right, Nater, if you could visit a planet, which one would you pick? I know some of them you can't actually land on it, but I don't care. I guess the boring answer is like probably Mars. Well, I mean, if we're not talking strictly planets and we're just talking like celestial bodies, I'd like to land on the moon, probably. Like, I like that it's nice and close to Earth and I can come back in like 3 days instead of like 6 months. The gravity on the moon seems kind of exciting. Yeah, it's not a planet, but I think like I'd like to land on the moon. And I feel like it's not like a 0% possibility that it could happen in my lifetime. I feel like I could. I don't know. If the space companies keep making rockets real quick, maybe I'll land on the moon one day. That'd be kind of cool. Adam says, Josh works on the same show as me now. That's awesome. How's Josh doing? I hope he's doing good. Benton says, I'd go to Pluto and pull an Arnold from the Magic School Bus. No! Yeah, that was a brutal moment. Let's see. Arnold, Pluto, Magic School Bus. Have you guys seen this? This clip of Magic School Bus? where like the teacher, Miss Frizzle, takes all the kids to planet Pluto, and then this dumb bitch, for some reason, like gets really mad. He's like, I don't need my helmet. Pulls it off, and he gets iced. He gets literally iced. It is crazy. I think it freaked like every kid out that watched it. It was haunting. It was truly haunting. I will tell you the truth. I've held my pee in as long as I can hold it. I'm getting another pee break. It's another pee break for Nate Iverson. It's piss time. Entertain yourselves in the chat. Don't let my engagement go down. Keep engagement up. I'll be back quick. Okay, guys, I'm back. What were we talking about? What were we chatting about? Higgs says Arnold was desperately trying to prove that he's a moron. Ben says it traumatized me. Rebecca says I watched a video showing the sound that each planet had, then I got afraid for no reason. I want to know more about that. What do we mean by sound here? Is it like something to do with like radio frequencies they emit or something? Martin says shooketh. Ben says someone has to moderate the chat while you're gone. Higgs, I'd like to visit Jupiter so I can give it a kiss and thank it for protecting Earth. That is very sweet. How does Jupiter protect Earth again? Is it something to do with its like magnetosphere or something like that? Rebecca says ah. Ben says yeah, and to get more stupider. That's cute. First rule, must dab when joining. That's a very good rule. All right, we got to get some work done. We got to get some work done, boys and girls. I've been trying to dodge work too much. All right, let's. I think I am now pretty well, mostly happy with what's going on here. Maybe what we'll do, just one last little operation. I'm gonna create a sketch here. And gender non-conforming folk, you guys are welcome, of course, too. Everybody's welcome in Nate Iverson's chat. Higgs says Jupiter's gravity has thrown off the trajectory of a lot of meteors on the collision course for Earth. That's nice. Thank you, Jupiter. I appreciate that. All right. So yeah, I'm create the sketch here. I'm going to project this surface. Project this. Yes. All right, that's cool. I think that's cool. Finish sketch. We'll slice that off, and then we'll also slice this off. Yeah, okay, I think that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. Billy says Nate's gonna miss the Hatsune Miku skin. No, wait. Is the Hatsune Miku skin in Fortnite right now? Rebecca says I'm gonna check what the sound actually was, but Saturn was scary. Yeah, I'm interested to learn about that. If Miku is in the Fortnite shop right now, I might have to lock in. I might have to get the Miku skin. Steph says, Nate Iverson, I have arrived quite late at these streams, and I really don't know what you're doing. Could you quickly give us a recap of where we're at in season 1 of this series? I sure can. And hopefully everyone else likes hearing this explanation too. Yeah, Steph, I don't know if you know anything at all about what I'm doing, but I guess I'll explain it as though you know nothing. I'm working on a project. I don't know actually if you're familiar with iDog, with like the original product iDog. It's like this thing here. This one's a little bit torn open, but it's like this early, this electronic toy from the early 2000s. It like you plug in your iPod and it dances to music to the beat. I'm like reverse engineering and recreating this, but with the twist that the head is going to be a cassette player and it's going to dance to like cassettes is the plan. And for the most part, that just means like reverse engineering and recreating what's going on inside of iDog. And the central piece, or like one of the most important components of iDog, is he has this like little gearbox inside of him, and that's what we're working on right now. And here you can see like mostly, well, this is the gearbox, right? So iDog has a motor inside of him, and it drives like a couple of gears, and if it twists one way, it'll activate this. We'll call this output A. And this output, I think this one controls the, This controls the ears, right? So if the motor twists one way, this gear will spin and the ears will move. And if the motor turns the other way, it'll mesh with this gear and the head will move. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now. Chase says, when does the Balatro stream start? I don't know if we're gonna have many Balatro streams. Maybe we'll have one down the line. I know I already promised it's not gonna be a Fortnite stream, but I got you guys' expectations of the Balatro. I'll tell you that tonight will not be a Balatro stream. I can tell you that. As I watch the viewership go way down, that's okay. That's okay. What am I trying to do here? I think also I can take this. Actually, that's probably fine. Yeah, whatever. This is probably fine. Okay. So I think I'm pretty happy with how the bottom of this box looks, minus the fact that we're still going to have to add screw holes. We're still going to have to add screw holes to attach to the top lid. But I figure we'll work on building out the top lid fully, and then we'll add the screw holes. But I think the top, like the lid, is pretty close to being finished. I see. Yeah, I don't know if there's a ton else that we have to add here. I guess we could still add on this. Should we hide this bottom then for now? We'll look at it like this. I guess on this side we can add some more geometry to hold the motor snug. Is probably a good idea. And we can probably add some cylinders up here to hold these gears in place. And that's probably also a good idea. So let's start doing that. Chase says, holes in my drywall. Mad about no Balatro stream. Higgs says, oh, Balatro is science now. Bolt is math. No. Well, probably no Balatro streams going forward. I will play more Balatro, but probably just not on stream. It's a game that I'm interested in playing, but it's like, I don't know. I want my stream to be this more than anything. Even though I do other random shit sometimes, but yeah. Also, I'm saying this is a science and technology channel when I've fully spent half of stream before doing like Chinese vocab. That counts too. Rebecca says, about that thing, NASA has previously captured the unearthly sounds of the solar system through radio emissions. Yeah, that makes sense. Radio emissions converted into sound waves. That's kind of cool. I think I have maybe even seen that before. Yeah, that's cool. So, what we are going to do here, let me think. I'm going to maybe create, I'm going to save actually, I'm getting scared. I'm going to create some more geometry to hold the motor snug. That's my plan. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do there... trying to think of what the best strat is. Maybe I can create like an offset plane. An offset plane. Yeah, we'll do one like that. There's not a science to this. We'll just start creating offset planes. We'll create a couple of them. All right. And where did those planes go? I made them and they immediately just died forever. Wait, where did those planes go? Oh, okay, never mind. That was my fault. It was a skill issue. It was a skill issue. Okay, so I'm going to create a sketch here, and I will project the motor in. We'll project the body of the motor. Yes, that's what we want. We'll also project in one of these surfaces. I'll project in, I guess, like this. I'll project in this surface. Yes, and then yeah, this should actually be nice and easy. Let's create an arc. What, a 3-point arc? Is that fine? Does that make sense? Arc, arc, arc. Cool. And then maybe we'll offset this just a little bit. Bro's like Malaysian Airlines losing flights. That's crazy. That's a really good line, though. What do you think is scarier to see in the top 10, Miku or John Wick? I think Miku. I think a John Wick player is probably just trying too hard. I think Miku is like, they really have the sauce, you know? Is that a topical reference? Ben asks. Malaysia Airlines. When was that? That was like a. I feel like that was like a 2016 type beat. No? Or when did that happen? I feel like that was quite a while ago. Quite a while ago. All right. All right. And Steph says. And Nate, follow-up question to my previous question. How do you know what you're doing? The only correct answer to that is that I don't. I don't really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just figuring it out as I go along. Like there's like to be honest, like I'm pretty bad at this stuff. Like I'm not even saying that to be like self-deprecating. Like I'm fine. I'm probably better at this than the average person, I guess. But like, as far as like someone who like knows robotics or knows CAD, like I'm going like 10 times slower than they would probably. Yeah, there's just like some stuff that I've picked up. Like I've watched. I don't know. I've been interested in like the field of like hobby robotics for a long time. So I've watched like a lot of videos of other people making their own robots. And I've watched some tutorials of like some of the software. But mostly it's just kind of throwing hours at the problem and getting there eventually. Googling when I run into problems. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep Googling stuff and it just keeps working mostly. So, yeah. And, like, it helps that, like, I'm not really designing this stuff from scratch fully. Like, I'm reverse engineering iDog's. So I have, like, physical parts to look at and base my work off of, which makes this, like, way easier. I wouldn't be smart enough to come up with this design fully on my own, for sure. For sure. For sure. we'll also create a sketch here. I guess I'll just project include this. Project. I invented motors. This is true. This is true. If anyone tells you otherwise, that is fake news. That is fake news, folks. But yeah, here we're just like we're just creating geometry that just kind of hugs the motor. I think that's gonna be nice. I think the motor's gonna like that. I think the motor's gonna like that quite a lot. Yeah, and then I guess I'll create one more offset plane. Is what I'll do. Yeah, another one. Create offset plane. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think there is fine. Steph says, will it change so much by playing cassettes instead of iTunes or whatever? It definitely changes some stuff. It changes. I don't think it'll be like fundamentally like crazy hard though, because I'll have like the reference of like how the iDog head works, and I have the 3D scan of the cassette player. So I think I really just have to take those two things and like combine them in a way that'll be like pretty obvious, I think. So it's like a little tricky. It's not like super simple, but it's not super hard. I say that now. It might end up being super hard. Like, it'll be hard. It'll just... I know that it is doable, and I know that I can do it. Alright, alright. And we will extrude this 2 millimeters. Cool. Ben says cassettes can write to digital very easily on the fly, so it shouldn't change that much. Is Ben being sarcastic right there or not? I honestly can't tell. But like I think like I can feed the audio to the like processor pretty easily just with like a I don't know, like a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. It's not too hard. Okay, yeah, it's not crazy hard. Rebecca says, I'm getting excited with our Q&A, so if you could time travel, where would you go? You can't change... I can't change the past, though. If I could time travel... I mean, I'd probably be way more interested in seeing the future than the past. Wait, yeah, I'd probably go to the future, for sure. But I only get to see, like, one... I guess the scary thing about going to the future... Because it sounds like in your question, I just get one chance. Right? I can't like trial and error it. The problem is if I go too short into the future, maybe it's not that exciting, right? It looks like pretty much exactly how things look now. But if I go too far into the future, it might just be scorched earth, humanity's over. So that's a scary decision to make. I would probably, I'll say like 200 years in the future. I think civilization will still probably be good around then, and there'll probably be some cool stuff to see. 200 years. Steph says, will you have a Name the iDog contest? Maybe. Yeah, why not? This man doesn't care about history. I care about history. I think history is interesting. I don't know, but I have a time machine. I want to see the future. Ben says, I would go to meet Vincent van Gogh like that Doctor Who episode. That probably the best Doctor Who episode ever made, right? That's an all-timer. I think everyone puts it at least in their top 5. That's probably my very favorite Doctor Who episode. Ben says, except I'd be mean to him. That's messed up. Higgs says, are you familiar with the speculative fiction All Tomorrows? I'm actually not. I've never heard of All Tomorrows. Tell me about it. I am intrigued. I am certainly intrigued. We gotta change the color of this lid, by the way. This boring ass gray, I can't handle that. I can't handle such a boring looking gray. Let's change that. Let's change that. Alright, so. I fully forgot how to do that for a second. Okay, we're gonna go to bodies. Also, I have a really messy setup for all my different components here. I want to let you guys know that I know that. I think the only one who might even care about that a little bit is Cobalt. But Cobalt, I will try and clean up all my different bodies and components at some point. I'll probably do that off stream, but it's getting really gross. But don't worry about that for now. Steph says, I would go to that concert where Freddie Mercury invented music. That's a good one. That's a good one. Wait. This just freeze on me? Hello? Oh. I think this is starting to bork out. Let me save. Let me save. Ben says, I wouldn't go back in time because I don't care about history. Boo! Everybody boo this man. He deserves to be booed. Yeah, Fusion is borking up. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna reopen it. I'm not done yet, but it just needs to sleep for a second. It was acting up. You guys can hear the music this stream, right? Last time I was fully listening to music for like an hour before everyone told me that they didn't hear it. Let me know if you're hearing the music. So Higgs is describing the speculative fiction All Tomorrows. He says, what if a future humanity met an alien race that subsequently altered them into wildly different creatures with different adaptations, then the evolution of those species was cataloged up to and he's finishing it, and beyond the point of them reforming civilizations. Beyond the point of them reforming civilization. So you're saying, like, humanity kind of evolves into, like, fully different species? Like, instead of being one race, the human race is like... I mean, that sounds pretty cool. That's a book or like a TV show? Probably a book, right? I'd read that. That sounds cool. Ben says, first they came for Cyan, and I said nothing for I was not Cyan. Then they came for Light Buddy, and I said nothing for I was not a buddy. Did Ben just copy and paste what he said earlier? Boo! Or am I just glitching? Steph says, Nate, what was the last thing you ate? I ate some really delicious pasta from my lovely girlfriend Ina. It was really good. Lots of veggies in there. Some vegan sausage, which was lovely. She put that in there for me. Yeah, really good pasta. Oh, it's like a blog. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll check it out. All Tomorrows. I'll check that out. Rebecca says, Ina made me enjoy cucumbers, and I'll never forget that. Yeah, she's a really good cook. We have to stand Ina Wong. We have to stand. Hopefully Fusion is done acting crazy on me. I just wanted to change the color of this and it didn't let me before. Alright, we're cooking with gas. We are cooking with gas. Yeah. Also, earlier in the chat I asked, but I'm going to ask again, how is the delay this stream? At the start of stream, like, one person said, like, the delay's better. One of them said there's still a big delay. What is the delay looking like? Is it better? Is it a lot better? Is it a little better compared to previous streams? Because I think it should be, like, a lot better, hopefully. I changed the setting that I thought was causing the problem. Billy says it's good. It's good. Cool. That is all I need to hear. No delay. Let's go. Let's go. I know I was stressing you guys out last stream when you were trying to help me out with Balatro, but I'd already made a mistake 30 seconds before you guys could help me. Yeah, that's a fine color, I think. This is kind of something. Okay, we're gonna hide. What are we gonna hide? We're gonna hide that. Higgs says it's less noticeable. Now I'm not sure if there's a delay or if you're just taking a while to get to kilometers. Yeah, maybe a bit of both. Maybe a bit of both. Yeah, maybe a bit of both. Yeah. Maybe... I'll extrude these down just like a tiny touch, 0.25. I guess negative 0.25. Rebecca says before we had our message pop up on your screen right, so it was more noticeable. Yeah, I just messed up my settings between last stream and this stream. Next stream I'll get the chat back on screen. But it seems better either way. That's what I like to hear. This lid is looking pretty good, or it's getting close to good. What else do we need? We need, what do we need? We probably need to make some cylinders to support these two gears. So let's do that. Oh, my nose is getting real stuffy, folks. Project this gear, project this gear. Cool. And then I made some of these. Is 5mm crazy? I think 5mm is probably fine for a support. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then we'll make this, do a 2.2. Steph says Billy's fault. Always Billy's fault. Ben says, what are the red gears for? Like they're not hooked up to anything yet, but they are going to, both of them going to be glued to metal rods. They're going to be glued to metal rods. The metal rods are going to stick through the top of the lid. And then on this end, they're also going to be glued to more gears. So there's going to be more gear action on the top of the lid that you just don't see it yet. So right now it looks like they're connected to nothing. But they will be connected to something. These are like the outputs of the gearbox. Steph says the ears, Ben, keep up. Steph is true. Steph is actually correct. She was paying attention. One of them is for the ears, one of them is for the head. Rebecca says, how's winter treating you guys? I'm enjoying the Brazilian summer. It's a little chilly, for sure. Nothing I can't handle, but it's certainly a little chilly. It was really chilly this morning, actually. I was not having a lot of fun. Let us. I want her. I'm struggling. Yeah, okay. I want to extrude to object to. Oh no. I want to extrude to. Oh, I'm struggling. Let's try that again. Extrude to object. Join. Let's actually hide that. Yeah, cool. Steph says, Rebecca, keep those thoughts to yourself. True. That's true. Okay. I feel myself losing energy. I gotta lock in. I gotta keep this shit up. I gotta lock in. But we're making a lot of progress. We are making a lot of progress. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Extrude it to there. That is nice. And I'll hide. What will I hide? This? Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Rebecca says we believe in you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. More than you know. Okay. So we got that. Steph says, Nate Iverson, how long have we been working on iDog? Ben isn't sure he believes in me. How long have I been working on iDog? Only like super earnestly since I've been live streaming. So that's only like what, a couple weeks? A couple yeah, I don't know, like kind of like since Christmas-ish. But I did technically start in like October, because in October I kind of like, well, I had the idea a long time ago. In October I went to my friend David in Chilliwack to get the case of the cassette player 3D scanned, which I can show you that too. Ben started working on iDog in December, I think. I don't know about that. But yeah, we got a 3D scan. Well, this is my model on top of the 3D scan. Yeah, but in I think like October, David scanned this cassette player for me, and then also in like October, November, I went ahead and I like modeled it out in CAD. There's still a little bit of work to do here, but modeled it mostly in CAD. So I did that, and then I kind of did nothing for 2 months, and then I started streaming, which is like the brunt of the work has been while I've been streaming, which has just been since like Christmas. Yeah, the cassette player looks pretty cool, I think. It looks pretty cool. This is going to be the head of iDog. We're going to put some ears on it. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Trying to think about what else I need on this lid. Steph says, could you ever theoretically make an eye raccoon? Yeah, that would probably be pretty easy. You probably only honestly just have to like recolor the dog and just call it a raccoon. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that at some point. So we've got. Sorry, let me lock in for a sec. Trying to. Okay. We'll also create some cylinders for these other gears to rest on, I think. Yeah, or at least this one. So let's create a sketch here. We'll project this orange gear. Project. Ben says, could you make an Ina? That'd be kind of cute. Steph says, and then you can make Ina a mixtape. It would be really cute to play Ina a mixtape on the iRaccoon. That's a pretty good idea. I'm pocketing that one. I'm pocketing that idea for sure. And the raccoon follows her around. Well, now we're getting a little crazy. I don't know if I'm capable of... Well, yeah, iDog is not going to walk around for sure. I don't know about iRaccoon. I don't know about iRaccoon. Okay, we're going to take this. We'll extrude... Oh, finish sketch. Yep. Finish sketch. Extrude this up. Extrude it to object. We'll extrude it to this green gear, but I don't want it to join with the green gear. So I'll hide it. Cool. So we've got that. The iDog also... What is Billy saying? Can you paint yourself entirely the color red within reason, of course? See, already that's a pretty confusing request, and then adding within reason somehow makes it more confusing. What's the thin line between reasonably painting myself all red and unreasonably painting myself all red? Steph says, okay, fine, I can wallow around. Rebecca says, Steph, is your unnamed third roommate still watching the stream? You guys should do a cute watch party. That would be kind of cute. Let's... Billy says, what don't you understand about the request? I guess what I don't understand about... I'm having a stroke. What I don't understand about the request is maybe the motivation behind it. Maybe what we're getting out of the request. I think that is partially what I'm not understanding about the request. I want to make a little something here. Just most of it. Okay. I'm probably not going to do that, but I do appreciate the requests. I appreciate you keeping engagement up in my chat. But I will not be doing that. But I will tell you though, when Avatar 3 comes out, there's a distinct... It's like the nether in here. There's like a distinct possibility that I will paint myself all blue for Avatar 3, but I don't think I'll ever paint myself all red. I don't see that happening, probably. So if that's 179, bringing that fast enough. We got to do a parasocial relationship speed run. That's a joke. So what is this line? Did I make that line? What is that? $179. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Oh my god, I'm having a bad time. Let's try that once more. Little boy struggles to draw one little line. 11.25. Yes. 194. Yeah, that's what I want. Steph says the stream, if anything, is encouraging segregation at the 3-1. Not going to comment on that one. 180. 180. Actually, no, I'm confusing myself. I want that to be, yeah, 15 degrees. That's what I want. Rebecca is trying to confuse me. There was context. Read above. Read above. No, I know what the context was. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so locked into this while the lights are changing around me. Sorry. I just need a second. Rebecca says, I'm recreating the Sleeping Beauty scene. Ben says this stream is causing segregation most places, I hear. That is not true. Advertisers, that is not true. That is simply not true. Don't listen to him. How do I... Oh, actually no. I'm a CAD god. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I need to select. I need to make a constraint. Wait. I'm not a CAD god, actually. I'm not a CAD god. We're gonna get this line. Nate Iverson, what software other than Fusion could you use than this? Well, this is like CAD software, so any CAD package would work. Fusion 360 is the one I'm most familiar with, and it's free, which is nice. A lot of people like Onshape, which is also free, and it could do the job just fine as well. I don't know. I just know Fusion 360, but yeah, Onshape would work. I think like AutoCAD would work. I think Rhino would work. Any CAD software. Any CAD software would work. Okay. 14. I was struggling there for a second, but we made it. We made it. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Are we good? I'll make this 16. I think now we're good. Yeah. I think now we're good, probably. Good enough, at least. That was a real struggle, though. That was a real struggle. 3-point arc. Arc. Nice. And then, what are we going to do? We're going to create, 1 millimeter is fine. Maybe even 0.75. I'm cooking something here, guys. You got to trust me. I know I'm not using my words particularly, but you got to trust me that I'm cooking something here. I'm trying to create a little platform for this gear to slide on top of nicely, so that like gravity doesn't pull it down or anything. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll make sense in a second, hopefully. Hopefully. All right. 0.75. And then I'm going to create some. Actually, I'll offset this 0.75. Yes. And I'll offset it the other direction in 0.75. Offset negative 0.75. Lovely. And then I'm going to create some arcs at the end. Create arc, 3-point arc. No, probably center point arc. Arc, center point arc. Bop, bop, bop. And we'll do the same on the other side. Create an arc, center point, bop, bop, bop. That is love. Is that lovely? I think that's lovely. We'll call that lovely. All right, and we will start extruding that if we can. Let's hide this pesky little body. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Select all of these little chunks. Oh, I guess I'll hide this too. I'll hide that. Okay. Now we're going to try this for real. And we are going to extrude all of these. All of these. Like so. We'll extrude that up. I left a little sliver behind. A tiny little sliver. Typical Iverson move. Let's get that last little sliver up. Oh, another little sliver here. This is crazy. I know that this is at least partially a skill issue that I'm creating these little slivers. Ben's new sliver. Not for long. This sliver is getting erased. No more sliver for Ben. This is so sad. Okay. Okay. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do about it? Little cringy boy. Okay, we're gonna take this up. We're gonna... What are we gonna do? We're gonna extrude this to object. We're gonna extrude that to object to this object right here. What the hell? Is that what I want? Is that working? I want to hide... What do I want to hide? I'll hide that. I want to join? Wait, why is that not working? Oh. Am I being silly? Am I being goofy? Yeah, okay. Oh no. I'm hiding things I don't want to hide. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm on the struggle bus hard. I am really on the struggle bus. Steve says, this is such a long stream, WTF. I've been blessed. I know this is a long stream, at least by Nate Iverson standards. I'm trying to really go the distance with you guys. Cannot complete extrusion. And why is that? Oh. Oh? Wait, this is getting silly. Wait, sorry, give me a second. Give me a second to compose myself here. Why does it not like me extruding to this? Why does it not like that? Extrude. Do I have to actually select the face? Okay, it likes that. It likes that. Cool. Cool. This is what I want. And then I'll extrude this back down like a 0.5? Negative 0.5? Nah, maybe negative 0.25? Negative 0.25. That is what we will do. I think that's cool. Actually, maybe... No, we'll extrude that even further down. I'll extrude that an extra 0.25. Negative 0.25. Cool. Well, this is looking pretty good, I think. I dare say. Yeah, I'd say this is looking pretty good. Perhaps let's hide some of these other gears. Hide some of these. Okay. And what am I trying to cook here? What am I trying to cook? I guess I was maybe going to put something underneath to support like this. Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. So in that case, what I'll do, I'll create another sketch here. Actually, maybe I'll save. This is getting a little scary. I'm gonna save. Saved. Alright, alright, alright. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, we are going to create a sketch here. Steve says my stream is broken. All I see is a man. Oh, you're too cute. You're too kind. Luigi. That's a different cute man. That's a different guy. I know I look just like him. Alright. Alright. Here's the plan. I'm gonna yeah, we'll create this circle here. I think that'll be good. And I'm also gonna create I guess I'll create another circle that goes to here. What? Chad is asking me some difficult questions right now. Steven and Billy are beefing in chat. This is crazy. I think, like, maybe it's a good idea to... Is that a good idea? Is this a good idea? I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, we'll say it's a good idea. We'll extrude this up just to this guy. I should really name my objects. It's starting to get confusing. I'm going to extrude this guy up to this object. That's what I want. That is exactly what I want. Click join. Is this not... Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, Steven's gonna act like he didn't know that was Billy. I bet. Okay. I'll also extrude this up. I'll extrude this up just to here. And I think that'll be fine for now. I think that is more than fine. Yeah, I really gotta name my bodies, because this is starting to get a little confusing. For certain. Oh, Steve's a Steven. Alright. So this is also looking pretty good, I would say. I dare say. We might be getting close to the end of stream. Debating whether I should worry about the screw holes this stream, or if I should call it a night, because I'm getting a little sleepy mode. A little sleepy mode indeed. But this is pretty cool. I would say this is quite cool. I think it's turning out really well. I really need to organize and clean up my naming conventions in here, because that's starting to get messy. But the actual meat of what we did today is really good, and I think we can start manufacturing this pretty soon. Certainly, I should book a time this week to get these gears made. Book a time, go into the local makerspace, go to the laser cutter, because I think these gears are done. I do need to add more gears on top of the lid, so there will be more gears, but I can manufacture at least these gears, and I can probably start 3D printing this box, and that'll probably be good. I feel a lot happier about this than I did about the older version. even though technically the older version is like further along. But this is looking quite nice. I think it might be time to start wrapping stream up. I'm definitely losing steam, and yeah, I think we'll probably end it here. We'll come back fully rested, fully recharged for another high energy stream, but my energy's starting to run out. Yeah, but I want to say, oh, piss time. It's not piss time anymore. It's not piss time anymore. But thank you everybody so much for joining and keeping me company. It always means a lot. I always enjoy spending the time with you. It makes working feel a lot less like work. And honestly, like, I feel a lot more motivated and a lot more, like, I get way more done when you guys are here watching me and making sure I get stuff done, which is ironic because I spend so much time veering off and going on tangents. But you guys do help a lot. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing these streams pretty frequently, a couple times a week probably. So definitely join in. I'd say if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button to keep updated. But other than that, have a good night, everybody, and thanks for stopping by. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.